the beauty and the mystery of the Dar es Salaam Bible detailed on page 22 of your booklet. As I said, this treasure carries an opening bid of $25,000. Do I hear 25?
$25,000.
Mr. Carpenter bids 25. Do I hear 26? 26. I have 26. Do I hear 27? $27,000, and we're off to a brisk start. Do I hear 28? 28,000. We have 28,000. 29. 29. 30. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000. Do I have 31?
Suggest you not get carried away. It's already
Do I have
over a bit.
31? Do I hear
know
31?
what
Come
I'm
along,
doing.
ladies and gentlemen. 31, please. 31. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have your 31. Do I hear 32? 32. We have 32.
Looks like you're netting quite a bit for the clinic.
Yes, but have you noticed that the princess isn't bidding?
We have a $32,000 bid for the Dar es Salaam Bible. Going once. Twice.
33,000. What is he doing?
Do I hear 34? 34,000. 34. Do I hear 35? 35,000. 36. 36,000. I have 36,000. Do I hear 37? 37,000.
This is so exciting, isn't
38.
it?
Do I hear 38?
Did you know Harold was bidding?
Ladies and gentlemen,
No, I
we are at
didn't.
37. Do I hear 38? We have a bid offered by Mr. Webster for $37,000. Does anyone wish to top that bid? 37,000. Does anyone wish to top
This
that?
is getting rather tedious.
Do I
Then
hear a
let's get this
38?
over with.
The Princess Ulanda Dar es Salaam, heir apparent to the rightful throne of Duria, bids $50,000.
Oh, sir, you scared me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll put some lights on.
No, I'd rather you didn't.
Very well. As you please, sir. Are you thinking about your wife?
Yes. Last weekend was our wedding anniversary.
Oh, my goodness, I had no idea.
Courtney knew, but I asked her to keep it quiet.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice if Courtney and Vaughn could rearrange their whole schedule and get married on the same day?
No, I don't think so. Unfortunately, their wedding has nothing in common with ours. Yep. My father used to do business with a law firm in Chicago, and Phyllis was their receptionist. That's when I first met her. And that's when I fell in love with her. But her family, they hated me. They thought I was the force evil, the devil. But not Phyllis. Mm-mm. You know, every time I think of Phyllis, I think of that line from Romeo and Juliet. So shows a snowy dove trooping amongst crows.
I'm looking forward to meeting her. Perhaps at the wedding.
No, you don't want to meet her. Not now, no. She won't even be at the wedding.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Mrs. Lucas, have you ever seen the way Peter looks when he talks about my daughter?
I beg your pardon, sir?
He's got that same look that I had for Phyllis. Definite, positive.
Sir, you said Peter. You do mean Vaughn.
Vaughn looks at my daughter as if she were a trophy. There's a difference, Mrs. Lucas. There is a difference.
It's only a matter of time, I guess.
That should ice it, I think.
Don't be too sure.
Yeah, looks like you got yourself another scoop.
Yeah, well, I really should have brought my photographer.
Well, don't you bring home any 8x10s of the princess.
Ladies and gentlemen, I share in your excitement, but please, let the bidding continue. After all, there are others who wish to bid. Please.
You seem to have stopped the proceedings, Samir.
We now have a bid by the beautiful Princess Darsalam of $50,000. Going once, twice.
$60,000.
I have your $60,000.
Have either of you seen him before?
No, Your Highness.
I see the two gentlemen and the lady from the airport, but this one, he is a stranger.
Well, let's put him away, shall we, Samir?
The most honorable daughter of King Darsalam, once and in future ruler of Doria, a country of peace and productivity, makes the most generous bid of $100,000.
He's just trying to scare you.
It's working. Well, that lets me out.
100,000 is on the block, ladies and gentlemen. Do I hear $150,000?
$150,000.
150,000.
Harold, who are you bidding for, Nelson Rockefeller?
200,000.
$200,000, ladies and gentlemen. 200,000.
300,000.
$300,000.
$400,000.
400,000 I have.
$500,000.
$500,000, sir. I had it.
What is happening here?
I have no idea.
No one in this room knows the true value of the Bible.
But nor
My
do I.
father has given me his word.
You're right.
Oh, be quiet, please.
$500,000 going once, twice.
$600,000.
Unbelievable.
$625,000.
$125,000.
I gotta do something to slow this down.
$700,000.
$700,000.
Why do you keep doing that?
$700,000. I have $700,000.
Eight.
$800,000. Yes, sir.
$900,000.
$900,000.
$1 million.
Please, ladies and gentlemen. Please, we have $1 million.
Auction tonight. Dar Salem Bible. Highlights items on list. Why would a college boy be interested in something like this for?
Ladies and gentlemen. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bid of $1 million on the Darsalam Bible.
This is madness.
Didn't your father tell you that it was worth more than $1 million?
Yes, well over, but we haven't much more since that to bid for ourselves. What is he trying to do to us? Could start 5 clinics with that.
I never realized how generous I was being when I donated the Bible.
Well, we shouldn't be too surprised. After all, they did try to kill us once for it.
Well, it's nice to know we're worth at least $1 million.
Just got off work. I miss anything?
Yeah. Harold and the princess are going head-to-head for the bidding.
What's the bidding up to now?
$1 million.
I'll talk to you when this is over.
About what?
Don't play games with me. I saw you have a discussion with Harold about the Bible before the auction.
He asked my opinion.
As I did weeks ago.
And I told you both the same thing.
Well, if you did tell us both the same thing, what is he doing bidding $1 million?
Harold, Philip's trial didn't fulfill your need for excitement?
Oh, hey, John.
Who are you bidding for?
Don't bother answering.
Your Highness, Obviously, we have a conspiracy here.
It is the policeman who tried to have us deported.
Yes, John Brubaker.
I shall issue an official protest.
Samir.
For all we know, Webster could be bidding for the State Department. I never believed they'd let us get away with attempted murder so easily.
Samir, we are here to bid for the Bible. If you make a protest and win on the technicalities, they may take the Bible off the auction block completely.
But, Your Highness, we haven't the resources to match funds with the U.S. Treasury.
Samir, you are so paranoid.
Excuse me, sir. I know it's not protocol or anything here, but I wonder if I could request a short recess just for a few minutes. I need a little bit of time. I really appreciate it. I mean, it helped me a lot.
He will talk to his client. He must be in this room.
Samir, keep your eyes open.
Mr. Webster, this certainly is a bit unusual. I leave it up to your fellow bidder. Very well then, Mr. Webster, you have a 5-minute recess.
Thank you.
And I ask that all of you stay where you are.
Voice your protest, Samir, but not too convincingly.
I don't understand.
It will serve as a diversion. Now, Felix, I want you to follow Harold Webster, find out exactly who my competition is.
Her Majesty, Princess Ulanda Dar Salam, wishes to register a serious complaint against these proceedings.
I don't understand. Why would she?
Are you part of this charade?
This is no charade.
Go bring Detective Brubaker.
I'm very sorry if we've offended.
Let me have a private audience with him, or I will confront him in front of your guests.
Hey, Russ, this has got to stop right now.
Now, what do you mean stop? No, now I called this right from day one.
Do you know what $1 million is? Do you know what it feels like?
Who cares? Harold, I'll be able to double my money on this one. I know it.
Good. Why don't you triple it or quadruple it or even 10 times it as long as you're speculating
That's
so wildly?
exactly what I'm doing. Now, look who I am bidding against. Do you think she's going to throw away that kind of money if she doesn't think it's worth every single penny and more?
No, because she knows the secret, and she can take that secret to the grave with her. Russ, it is crazy to spend $1 million+ on a book that you don't even know what it is.
Sure. Okay, excuse me, Detective Brubaker. I hate to disturb you, but one of the princess's attendants would like to speak with you in private.
Which one?
Gentleman by the table. And please, for the sake of the museum, keep things under control.
I'll tell you again, Mr. Carpenter. All the research in the world would not prove that the Bible's worth more than the $25,000 estimation that I gave you.
Would you mind telling me what Webster was doing then?
Well, obviously, his client feels like it's more valuable than it is because of the princess's interest.
Maybe he was told something I wasn't.
Now, let me tell you something, Mr. Carpenter. This auction has been very successful, due to a large part because of the Dar Salam Bible. Now, I think if you would consider the museum's interest instead of your own, you'd be much more happy.
As brief as possible, gentlemen. Excuse me.
What seems to be the problem?
Your sense of American justice.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought an auction to be the perfect forum for a demonstration of the free market system at work. I was naive.
What's the matter now? Is Her Highness upset because she's getting outbid for the Bible?
Thanks to a government vendetta.
What?
The State Department was forced into protecting us for the sake of diplomatic ties. But to make sure we don't go unpunished for the crime, you've seen to it that we'll not have the Bible.
Only in my dreams.
I saw you talking with the lawyer.
I've known him for years.
What about the doctor and the woman with him?
Personal friends.
How convenient.
Look, Mr. Fayad, I have been wading through paperwork for 10 hours. I just went to Dairyland, then I had a burger and a shake. Then I went home and I changed into this so I could be here instead of buying my bowling league dinner. Now, if this is a setup, it's the most casual conspiracy I've ever organized.
Sure, such deceit is everyday business for you.
Yeah, right. Bye.
You cannot keep something like this a secret. Now, if the princess has another buyer for the Bible, he'll find me.
If, Russ, if you're out of your league.
No, I'm not out of my league. They are out of theirs. Did you ever think for just 1 minute maybe I'm supposed to have that Bible?
What are you talking about, this mysterious out-of-the-body experience?
That has something to do with it, yes. Now use your imagination. Everything surrounding me and that book may have just happened for a reason.
That sounds more like arrogance to me than it does faith.
Just go back in and bid.
Russ, let me tell you something. You are not King Arthur, and that book is not the Holy Grail.
And if you don't go back in there and take your seat and keep bidding, I'll walk down that aisle and I'll do it myself.
Am I to understand that you almost admire Peter Davidson?
Oh, well, why does that surprise you, Mrs. Lewis? Look, when I engage someone to work in my home in Lake Forest, they can still have a mind of their own.
And I do.
Well, then, why don't you stop swallowing all the rhetoric that Charles gives you about the Davidsons? Look, I know Charlie. He meets anybody smarter than he is, he gets angry. And if they have a shred of principle, it undercuts his whole view of life.
But Peter Davidson has caused you so much trouble.
Yeah, I know. But it's honest trouble. You fight with Peter Davidson, you know there isn't any lead hidden in the gloves.
But Vaughan Sumner can provide for Courtney far better than Peter Davidson ever could.
Yes.
And soon they'll be having your first grandchild. And then you'll know the right decision was made.
Perhaps.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Sumner called. He's taking an earlier flight coming in tonight.
Good.
Oh, I know it's a bit late, but happy anniversary.
Please, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, will everyone take the seat, please? The bidding is about to continue.
Sergeant Brubaker says that big guy thinks that we're all part of some conspiracy.
What did your client say?
Go for broke.
Oh, good.
The detective denied such a plan.
Yes, as expected.
The lawyer was talking to the young gentleman who returned the purse to your hotel room a few days ago.
Russ Weaver?
Yes, I tend to agree now with Samir. It could not be a coincidence.
How did Her Majesty remember his name?
Yes, I do believe he is acting alone.
We have a bid on the Dar es Salaam Bible from Mr. Webster for $1 million. Do I hear $1,100,000? I have $1,100,000.
$1,150,000.
$1,160,000.
70.
80.
$1,200,000.
1 million. I have $1,200,000. Going once? Twice?
Orlando.
Sold to Mr. Webster for $1,200,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for your participation and your cooperation this evening, and that concludes tonight's auction. Good evening to you all.
That's going to buy a lot of tongue depressors.
I just hope we collect.
What's wrong?
It seems too good to be true.
Dave.
Webster, I need to talk to you.
I don't have time right now, Charles. I got to see about getting this Bible moved.
Yes, but I have to... Who was he bidding for?
Now, Chuck, you know that's confidential.
And you don't know either.
Well, that was pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd say it was incredible. Oh, wait, Jeremy, the way you stood up to my father earlier and, well, what you told him.
No, I know. I shouldn't have been so hard on him.
No, that's not what I was going to say at all. I was sort of proud of you, actually. That's all I was going to say.
But, Princess, we still had more money to bid.
Follow me. I want to talk with Mr. Russ Weaver.
Excuse me, Princess. I'm Gene Redland of the Chronicle.
The princess does not give interviews.
Yeah.
Mr. Webster, I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a stew. You see, we didn't anticipate anything like this happening here tonight. My security is very limited.
What are you trying to tell me?
I'd hate to be responsible for such a valuable piece.
Look, okay, we'll just take the Bible and we'll take care of it, and I'll sign the promissory note for the $1.2 million.
Fine, thank you.
Look, why don't we get Nancy home? She's probably out there chattering like a magpie at somebody.
I want to remind you it was not my idea to bring her. Okay, look, I'll take Nancy and I'll drop her off, and you take the Bible, and I'll meet you over at Russ's with it. He's going to hold it for us overnight.
Me? Well, why can't you take it, or Russ?
Because I'm afraid that there's some people here that are going to try to follow me out of this place.
You mean those people that were right over the... Where did they go?
Oh, no.
Hey, what's going on here?
Harold, I'm going to treat the princess to dinner tonight.
You gonna what?
Look, now I'm not in any mood to argue with you anymore this evening, all right?
But you can't go with them.
Is he your lawyer or your bodyguard?
Neither, if he keeps this up.
Excuse me, please.
Surely.